Hey YouTube, this is Operation Airsoft 247, and today I thought I would talk about a couple problems that I see in people who are newer to airsofting, and it gets really frustrating for them, so I thought I would go over it and avoid this problem for a lot of people. If you've been airsofting for a long time, this video won't really serve you any good, so watch it if you want, but if not, just know that you're not really missing a whole lot. So for people newer to the sport, two of the biggest problems that I see playing all the time are batteries and magazines. You need to charge your battery all the way before you play, and you need to buy good magazines. I know people that buy $8 mid caps and they just don't work. People will, they'll fill them up and you'll get like 20 BBs out of the 80 that they're supposed to hold. High caps, people will get cheaper high caps and they'll wind them, and they will either stay wound or they won't wind at all, or the wheel will just turn and do nothing. That gets really frustrating for a lot of people. So you need to buy decent magazines. Yes, I know it's not cheap. Buying mid caps and high caps can cost, $20 or $30 a magazine sometimes, especially if you're buying them for less common guns such as a SCAR. The other big problem I see is with batteries. People don't charge their batteries the way they should. If you're going to play airsoft on a day and you know you're going to play, charge your battery before you go and take it off the charger as late as possible so it can get as good a charge. A lot of people run into a lot of gun problems just because the battery isn't fully charged. Another thing about batteries, some guns, stock guns, come with batteries that just aren't sufficient. They'll work for a while, but after a few times playing, you're just going to find that they don't work right. Here's a few examples of such. Here we see a battery that came with an MP5. It doesn't even have any labels on it. It's just I don't know what kind of battery you would call this, but almost a stick type battery. Doesn't even have a regular charger thing there, and it doesn't hold a charge worth anything. Like, I've played with this gun and it's lost its charge completely after like 20 minutes. The next step up here is a D-Boys battery, which comes with a lot of guns. It's a 9.6 volt 1200 milliamp hour battery. It is a nickel metal hydride. Next is a gun, or a battery rather, that comes with some more expensive guns, some less expensive guns. I've seen this specific battery come with certain JG guns, which I find unbelievable. And it also comes with many Echo 1 guns. It's an 8.4 volt nickel cadmium battery, 1500 milliamp hours. So, one more thing about that I want to talk about is volts and milliamp hours. Volts generally determines the rate of fire of the gun. A higher voltage will result in a higher rate of fire. Milliamp hours is about how long the battery is going to last. This battery doesn't last at all. It has really, really small battery cells that you can barely see there. This battery lasts for a while, but it has kind of, it's lost its charge several times in the past. It's got smaller cells kind of in the middle. It's 1200 milliamp hours. I have no idea what the small battery is. This battery has massive cells, and it's a 1500 milliamp hour, and it lasts forever. One more thing. Nickel metal hydride versus nickel cadmium. Nickel cadmium batteries will hold their charge forever. They won't just lose it when you're not playing. Nickel metal hydride will lose its charge, but they last longer and you don't have to run them completely out before you recharge them again. Looking at magazines real quick, for those of you who don't know, a high capacity magazine has a thing on the bottom that you wind to load BBs into the firing chamber of the magazine. Mid caps are loaded through the top with a speed loader. The main problem in magazines is not a strong enough feeding spring. If you run into a problem where your gun misfeeds or doesn't shoot, if it doesn't shoot at all, check the battery. You may need to charge it. If it misfeeds, try a friend's magazine, and if it works, know that you need to buy another one. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.